Welcome to Masterful Mornings. Good morning, Jennifer. So today, I got up this morning and I like to get up and allow myself to be inspired. So I go to bed sometimes thinking about what I want to do in the morning. Oh, woke up from bad dreams. Okay. Not always good, but write those dreams down. So Jennifer woke up with bad dreams this morning. I want you to write those dreams down, okay? Because those dreams, there's a reason why you have bad dreams, okay? And that's just your brain and your subconscious trying to tell you something. There's a message in that for you. So, if you want me to help you with those messages, maybe you could write that down and send that to me, and maybe that's something I can send back to you, depending on how detailed it is, but give me lots of detail on that. So your perfect day, what is your perfect day? What does a perfect day look like for you? What does that day look like for you? Good morning, Jessica. I think what I would, we've all had a day where it was awesome. We've all had an awesome day. So what I want you to do, so this is kind of a step-by-step guide, keys and strategies to having really great days and manifesting into your life the things that you want, right? So the first thing I want you to do is think about a day that you've had, which was a great day, a great day. And if you haven't already journaled that day somewhere, then I'm going to ask you to journal that day. I'm going to ask you to write about that day. What was so great about that day? And what did you feel that day? What were your feelings like that day? Okay. And the reason why I want you to do that is because when we wake up in the morning, a lot of times what we do is we focus on negative things that we have to do, priorities that we've got. We pick up our phone, we start checking who sent us something, right? We have we may have created some bad routines in the morning, some negative routines. So first of all, do not touch your phone in the morning. Get up. When the alarm goes off, if you're using an alarm to get up, of any kind of alarm, I'm going to say, first of all, if you can set the tone of the alarm to something that's not beep, beep, like somebody's backing up a truck. Like if you could set yourself up an alarm that's a little more joyful for you. For instance, I have a song that I like. So that's the song that I use to wake up in the morning. Okay, that's my alarm. All right. And you don't hit snooze. Good morning, Leandra. Good morning, Tom. So don't get up, right? Just get up and get started with your day and think about that perfect day. Bring those emotions in that were that perfect day. Bring it in. Allow yourself. I know some people are not morning people. I am a morning person. So, I can get up, and I am up like at 5 a.m. And you can see I worked out this morning. I've still got my workout clothes on. And, you get up and you get started. And I'm going to tell you some things that you can do. I'm going to suggest some things that you can do that are going to make that much easier for you. Hi, Patricia. So what's your perfect day? The perfect day that you wake up in the morning feeling great, and when you go to bed at night and lay your head on the pillow, you've had a good day. Okay? Now, I want you to understand that you are not the servant to your day. So that means you decide. Okay, so I decide what my day is going to be like. I decide if the experiences of my day are going to make me have a negative reaction or I'm going to have a positive reaction to it. That is my decision to make. No matter what shows up for me, I can decide how I am going to react to that. Okay, so we've got some people coming in on the podcast. Welcome, welcome. So how do you decide? You decide what your experience is going to be in that day. You are not a servant to the day. Okay. So we really have to change our outlook on things because so many people, well, we've been trained. I mean, let's face it, like dogs. We have been trained like dogs over all these years and all these generations on how we are supposed to behave and how we are supposed to act. And if there is one thing that I have realized doing the work that I do, most of us, almost all of us, do it ass backwards. We think that we have to ride with the experience. We think that we have no control over what we are going to do. We think that, external stuff is what is going to fulfill us internally because that's what we have been trained to do. We think that other people are going to make us happy. We think that we are only lovable if other people love us. Why? Because we have been told this to be true. Good morning, Richard. We've been told this to be true. We get told how to look, how to eat, how to act. We're not robots. Each one of us has our own reason for being. Each one of us has control over our own lives and out of our own day. We are not the servant, we are the master. Each one of us is the master. So just keeping that in control, like in your mind's eye all the time, telling yourself, I am the master, using those I am statements. Okay, and we're going to talk about those some more too. Good morning, Tyler. So morning routine, I wrote down some stuff I wanted to make sure I mentioned this morning. Good morning, Linda. Your morning routine is super important. Okay, how many things have you wanted to integrate into your life and you haven't done it yet? You wake up every day or you go to bed every day saying, tomorrow morning, I am going to start blah, 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 whatever it is. Good morning, Mary. I am going to start XYZ. Tomorrow's the day. I am going to do this tomorrow. Right? And then you get up and then you don't do it. You're full of excuses. Okay, I can't do it today, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. Okay, so what you need to do is create a morning routine that you do every day or mostly every day so that you do every single day, regardless. Okay, regardless of, I got to hit snooze one more time. Whatever it is, get up. No excuses. Get up, do it, be persistent. Okay, persistence creates what you want, right? Continuity, consistency creates, creates that momentum that you want, right? But you have to do it. And sometimes we will experience some discomfort in that short-term discomfort, but we are going to have a long-term gain. Okay. So allowing yourself to get up and do what you have to do. Okay, so one of the reasons that I have Masterful Mornings, why? Because I know I got to get up. I have to come up with a concept. I have to do my workout. I want to have my coffee after that. There are things that I have to do every morning. Okay, so this is something that motivates me to wake up because I know that I have to do this. Okay, it's a promise that I made. Right? There is the odd morning that I can't make it, but for the most part, I'm here Monday to Friday. So why? Because I made a promise to you. I did that on purpose. I made the promise on purpose because that gets me up to do what I have to do. I'm not just thinking about it. I actually promised something. So I am good for my word. So I get up and I do it. Okay, regardless, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, I got to do Masterful Mornings this morning. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get up and I'm going to think of something really inspiring today. Okay. So ask yourself right now, what are the things that you have talked about integrating into your life, but that you haven't done yet? Okay. So maybe that's part of your morning routine. Okay. The power that you have to get something done is bigger than your excuses. We have tons of excuses. Seriously, we have loads of excuses. Okay. If you say, I can't do it because of this, or I've got that to do, or they're all excuses. You can do whatever you want. Okay. You can do whatever you want. Do you have to switch some things around? Do you have to make it so that it works for you? Yes. But to use it as an excuse not to do something, that is going to empower you is an excuse. It's an alibi. It's an alibi. So what are your excuses? You start to pay attention. And when you start rhyming these reasons out of why you can't do something, start to ask yourself, am I just making excuses? Right? Am I just making excuses? And if you are, then ditch them. So wake up on time. Your first decision of the day is to get up and get moving. Let that be your first decision of the day. Smile, get up, change your attitude about the morning. When you wake up, smile, stretch, smile, and get up, right? So I stretch, I smile, and my dog comes running towards me, right? So I know I've got to get up because he needs to do his stuff. So, get up, smile, and a smile can change your physiology. Your smile changes your state of being, right? These little things that we have, these tools that we have at our disposal, a smile, right, will change your physiology. So get up, give it a stretch, smile, and get up. Don't hit snooze 45 times. Get up, okay? And remember that persistence is bigger than your excuses. So there's another I am statement. I am bigger than my excuses. I am bigger than my excuses. I am bigger than my excuses. Right? There's a really great I am statement. I am persistently bigger than my excuses. Okay? You're not a victim to your past. And you're just not. You're not a victim to your past. That's a choice that you're making. So if you feel yourself still caught up and thinking about things from the past, then you need to do something about that. Okay? See someone, talk to somebody, somebody else. You need to talk to someone about that. You are not a victim to your past, because if you live in the past, welcome to your future. So if you live in the past, that will become your predictable future. So you need to stop that. You are not doing yourself any favors. So if you have been victimized by someone else, then my suggestion to you is stop victimizing yourself now. Because if you are consistently living in your past, that you are abusing yourself. You are making yourself a victim. You are the abusive one. So get up and be like, no, I am living in this moment. I am going to celebrate my small wins. I get up this morning, I work out. And then I'm like, yes, I feel good about it. I celebrate it. I am happy that I did that. I'm like, good for you, right? I am happy about it. Good job, right? Was it easy for me to start getting up and working out every morning? No, I haven't worked out in years. Throughout my ankles, and then once I was off my ankles for a year and a half, because I rolled it again. It was just like, right? And then it was trying to get back into the swing of things. And I made lots of excuses, right? But now, is it easy to get up and do it every day? No, not always, but I got to get up and do it, right? So I am bigger than my excuses. I am no longer a victim of my past. I am no longer a victim of my past, and I live in the now, right? I decide. I am the master. I decide how I react to things. I decide whether I let obstacles bring me down. I make those decisions. Right? So can you. I am not more special than you are. Okay? So we're all special. We all matter, and we all have the same tools. It's whether you want to use the tools or not. That's your choices. Okay? So I am, as we all know, is the creative force of the universe. So start using your I am. Not I want, not I'll try, not I wish, not I hope, none of that wishy-washy stuff, okay? I always compare it to when we get married, right? You get married, you're standing in front of your friends and family, and will this man take this woman? Will this woman take this man? You don't say I wish. You don't say I hope. You don't say I'll try. These are not the words that you say. You say I do, I will. right? Because those are commitment words, right? So that's the same commitment that you have to go through in your life for yourself. I do, I will, I am. Okay, so start using those kinds of words. Instead of saying, and if you're going to use an I am word, do not use it for stuff like I am tired, I am lonely, I am unworthy, I am sad. You are going to create this for yourself. I am is like the light switch of the universe. I'm telling you, you need to start saying some things like, I am worthy, I am successful, I am empowered, I empower others to be better. That's one of the things that I say. I am empowering, I empower myself, and I empower others to do the same. I am empowering. I am. And when I'm talking to that greater power bigger than me, I am one with you. I am one with you. I don't say it like it's a little prayer. I say it and I mean it. I say it from my heart. I am one with you. Right? Leandra, positive thoughts breed a positive life. Affirm it. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. So I'm going to ask you to ask yourself some questions every day. Questions are empowering. However, most of us ask disempowering questions. We ask like, oh, why does this always happen to me? Why do I have to go through this again? Why is my life like this? Right? So I'm going to tell you to steer away from the why questions, first of all, and start asking yourself different questions. Our brain, our mind is set up to find solutions. That is one of the tools that we have, is that we are able to find solutions. But if you want to find empowering solutions, you need to ask empowering questions. Why does this always happen to me is going to give you this same disempowering answer. Okay? So how can I change my life? How do I make things the way that I want them to be? How can I grow? Right? How can I grow? What can I do so that this situation doesn't happen again? Right? And then let it sit, because the solutions are going to start to come. Right? But ask them in an empowering way so you can change your choices and your decisions. Okay? What can I celebrate today? What can I celebrate today? It doesn't have to be a big thing. It's good to celebrate the small wins. It's good to celebrate and reward yourself for the small things that you've achieved that day. They are just as powerful as the big things, because lots of small things make a big thing. Okay? You put a bunch of small things together and it's like a big thing, right? So celebrate those small wins. Even if it's only 1% towards what you want to get to, 1% per day, that's great. 1% per day towards your outcome is amazing. Celebrate that. Okay, celebrate it. So every day you want to change, you want to grow, you want to have insights, you want to notice your revelations, you want to have some introspection, you want to reflect, okay? Make your day a positive learning experience. Not a, oh my God, here we go again. Not that kind of a day. I'm sure you've had days like that, and I'm sure you don't want any more days like that. I've decided to never have a day like that again. So if something shows up, don't think that I'm different than you. Crap shows up in my life, okay? Just like everybody else's. But it's how I look at it. It's how, when it shows up for me, how am I dealing with this? Okay? I can let it consume me, or I can take control of it and be the master. I can look at it in a very negative way and be like, oh, here we go. Or I can be like, I got this. I got this. Okay, I can take care of this. It's not ideal, but I got this. Right? So, yes, when you listen to these people who are doing podcasts and doing inspiration and doing motivation videos and all these things that they're doing, you think they don't have any crappy days? Of course they do. It's about how you deal with it, though. Those experiences are there for us to learn. something. If every day was rainbows and lollipops, what would you learn? Nothing. And it would be boring after a while. There's only so many days that you can do that. Okay. So those experiences, those obstacles, that stuff that shows up for you, that's there for you to learn something so that you can grow and be more. It's all in how you look at it. Okay. So before you pick up your phone in the morning, our phones. So I was listening to a podcast, and they were calling tech that there's this new illness out there, this new disorder out there, and it's called digiphrenia. It's people are attached to their phones. They're attached to their tech. They don't even know how to talk to each other anymore. Everything is through phone. I have clients that bring me their kids, their teenagers, because their teenagers don't know how to socialize because all they've ever done is talk on the phone or text on the phone, or they're playing video games. They don't actually know how to interact with another human being. So now when it's time for them to go to work and deal with the world, they have no idea how to do that. It scares them because it's nothing that they're used to. Remember, I don't know about your lifetime, but my lifetime, I grew up playing outside. I grew up watching TV was not something that we did every day. We played outside from morning till night. We interacted with people. But now it's pick up your phone, watch somebody else's life, right? Get up, get on Facebook, look at everybody else's life and go, oh, look, they're on vacation. Wish I was there. Oh, look, they got a new puppy. Oh, look what they're doing. Oh, look how successful that person is. And then we create this envy. Right? I wish I was like that. No. Okay. You can be more than that. So no tech in the morning. Figure out 2 things for your morning routine that do not include technology and do them every day. Create a morning routine that does not include technology. If you want to look at your emails 1.5 hours or another hour later is not going to make a difference. Okay, that stuff can be looked after later. Okay, so 2 things that you want to do that day that will make you better than yesterday. 2 things. I want you to think of 2 things that you want to do every single day. That's one of your morning routines, is to pick up a piece of paper, have a pen and paper by your bed and be like, what are 2 things I'm going to do today that are going to make me better than yesterday? I am not going to yell at my kids today. I am going to be more patient with my husband today. I am going to make extra phone calls today for work. I am going to 2 priorities every single day that are going to make you better than yesterday. Make that part of your morning routine. Okay, these things will inspire you, they will empower you, and they will motivate you. Okay? And then be persistent. Remember, the more you do something, that consistency, that creates momentum in your life. Okay, think about it like Facebook. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Fred. Think about it like Facebook. If I didn't come on Facebook almost every single day, if I didn't come on here for 3 months, you guys would forget who I am. Okay? Consistency. So you have to create momentum. Okay? So that's how it works. So live in the moment. Be excited about where you are today in this moment and make the most of it. Live in this moment. Your past has already had your attention back then. It doesn't need it anymore. Okay? So enjoy every moment like it's your last, because, we say that. Enjoy every day like it's your last. Enjoy every moment like it's your last. One time it will be. At some point it will be. Right? So what you want to do is make sure that you're living your life the best life that you can live. You don't want to end it one day thinking about all the stuff that happened in the past, or that you can't do, or negative I ams, Or why is my life like this? This is not the type of stuff that you want to end your life thinking about. Okay. So success is a journey. We know that success is a journey. So don't starting your day on snooze is not the way you want to start it. Starting your day tired is not the way you want to start it. Get up. If you're not sleeping well, if you're a person who doesn't sleep well, okay, then get someone who is versed in helping you sleep properly. I am a certified sleep specialist. I've studied this, right? Why have I chose to study sleep, right? Why did I get certified in sleep? Because it's the foundation of your house. And we're going to talk about that in a second. It is the foundation of your house. If you don't sleep, you can't be what you want to be. I always say, if you don't sleep, you can't awaken. If you don't sleep, you can't awaken. You must sleep. It is the one thing that your body will force you to do. One of the biggest things your body will force you to do eventually. Regardless, besides your natural stuff like eliminating every day, beyond that, you could be really hungry. You could crave food, but your body can't force you to eat. But it can force you to sleep. Okay, there's a reason for sleep, and it is the foundation. You've experienced a bunch of stuff, and here's one of the biggest things that sleep does for you. And during your day, you experience a lot of things. And I want you to think of those things like, imagine your brain is like an office, okay? And everything that you experience is a new file folder that someone kind of came in and threw into your office, okay? So you have all these file folders strewn all over the place. While you sleep, your brain is picking up all those file folders and it's putting them in the proper places in your filing cabinet, okay? So that you can relate to that experience, so that you can remember things, so that when situations come up, you now have that experience that you can deal with things because it's all filed away properly. You can find the files that you need. Okay? Now, if you don't sleep, every single day, you're having these experiences and more and more and more and more files are being thrown into your office. Guess where the word scatterbrained came from? Because you can't put things in the proper perspective, right? This starts to affect your memory. I can pretty much with confidence say that situations like Alzheimer's and dementia happen because people don't sleep, because they've had issues with sleep. Probably not every case, but many, many, many of them, most of them, is because of a lack of sleep. Sleep is a natural function. And if you are not sleeping, then you need to find out why, and you need to find someone who can help you with that. Okay? I'm a hypnotherapist. Hypnosis is a powerful and effective technique for sleep. Okay? So start your day not on social media and looking at everybody else's lives. Okay? Start your day in control with your priorities that you want front and center. Prepare something. I like it when people I like to journal at night. So journaling at night. Why? Journaling every night, it allows you to celebrate your successes. It allows you to do some reflection over the things that happened that day, right? And put them in proper perspective. If you've done something or reacted to something negatively, by sitting down and journaling about it, you can say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Like I could have done this better had I done that, right? It gives you these moments of reflection so that the next time you will do it differently. And there's something to be said about pen to paper. When we do that, it's almost like we're making this little vow with ourselves. Next time I'm going to do it like this, right? Write it out. How do you want to make it better? Right? And then write down some inspiring things for yourself so that when you wake up in the morning, you can grab that. And those are the inspiring things that you read first thing in the morning to inspire yourself. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to end this on saying sleep. You're going to hear me talking about sleep a lot in the upcoming podcast because I can't tell you. Everybody who comes to me who's depressed, everybody who comes to me that has anxiety, everybody that comes to me that has fibromyalgia, everybody that comes to me that has suicidal tendencies, these people that I help, everyone that wants to find their special superpower, I can honestly say about 96%, 97% of my clients, one of their primary struggles is that they can't sleep. And if you sleep, I will tell you that many of your struggles are going to be a lot easier to deal with. Of course, you're going to be depressed if you can't sleep. While you sleep, you're getting a rush of dopamine. That's a happy chemical that runs through your body. That happens while you sleep, when you go into deep sleep. If you don't get this rush of dopamine, you're not going to feel happy, right? It's going to be harder to be happy. So there's things that happen. Sleep is important. It's not just something that takes up a third of our lives. There's actually a lot of stuff going on while we're sleeping. You think you're resting. Your body's at rest. Your body can go into paralysis while you're sleeping. But your brain is working overtime. So sleep is super important. And if you're not having sleep, then the next thing you need to do is you need to book an appointment with me and we need to chat. Okay. We need to have that chat. Okay. I do 1 hour free chats with anyone and everyone who wants to talk to me. Why? Because there's no reason for most of us to struggle the way that we're struggling. There's no need for it. Okay. So take care of your emotional house, this house, the house that your divine lives in. You know, we care so much about the house that we live in, the place that we live in. Many of us are looking after the curb appeal. We're fixing the house. We're doing the stuff that we want to do to our home so it looks great. You know, this is the home that we own. We bust our butts to pay for our house. Here's the thing about that. When you die, your house does not go with you. You don't own anything. Let's be realistic about this. You don't actually own anything. Because when we transition, when we pass away, we don't take anything with us. So we don't actually own anything. Okay? The one thing that we do own, though, the one thing that will come with us is the energy in this body. That will come with us. So the house that you need to take care of is not the house that's outside of you. The house that you need to take care of is the house that this energy is sitting in. That's the most important house. Again, we've been trained over time to look at things the wrong way. We give the wrong things our power. We give the wrong things our energy. We have our flashlight beam focused in the wrong direction. You need to focus it inward. That's where it all starts. Okay, so if you are not liking the life that you are living right now, then you need to focus that flashlight beam inward and figure out why that is. Okay, and what you can do to change it. And I'm a big believer in the Newtonian effect. I love quantum physics, and I love the quantum belief is that everything, for every cause, there's an effect. There's a cause and effect, right? A cause and effect. The Newtonian theory is causing the effect. I'm not waiting for something to happen. I'm making it happen. So I'm a big believer in, I know that there's cause and effect out there, but I'm a big believer in my life to live the Newtonian theory, which is causing the effect. I am in charge here. I am in charge of my life. I am in charge of this body. It is a servant to me. I am not a servant to it. So, my brain is a servant to me. My body is a servant to me. And my will is what's going to control my life. I cause the effect in my world. So, you have to make some decisions for yourself. Are you going to live in stuff that already happened that you can't change? to create, and then that's going to just create a predictable future for you, because if you're dwelling and swimming in that stuff, that's just going to be what your future is. Or are you going to take control of your world? Are you going to be the master of your world? No, we're not a servant. I'm getting a thing on my podcast. You're technically not a servant to your brain. Absolutely not. I don't believe that at all. I believe that we control everything. We think that we're a servant to our brain. Okay. That's not true. We have control over everything, how everything is going to work. So we can control, we can actually will ourselves out of illness. We can will ourselves out of negative situations. Why? Because we willed ourselves into it. When we create bad situations for ourselves, we can create good situations for ourselves. We have control of everything. Everything. Our will is so powerful. But when we become the servant of things, we forget to use our will. So I don't entirely agree with that statement. I'm sorry. But that's my opinion. And we're all entitled to our opinions. That is my opinion, and that is my belief. So that doesn't have to be your belief. That's just mine. So have a fantastic day, guys. Start your days inspired and motivated, and change up your mornings. And when you put your head on the pillow at night, allow yourself to celebrate what a wonderful day that you had, and all your wins and everything that you learned. And even if obstacles showed up, what did you learn from that? What did I learn from that is a powerful statement. What did I learn from that? Right? Always learning, always growing. So have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.